CTV News at 6 with Hudson Mack.
Good evening. Centennial Square is now tent-free and protester-free. The Occupy campers who have been there in the city center for more than a month were moved out by police in the darkness of early morning. All of them left peacefully, some taken to shelters and detox, all but one, a woman who was arrested. And now some people are questioning the way she says she was treated by police. CTV's Louise Hartland has the story.
Under the cover of darkness, Victoria Police removed the remaining protesters and their belongings from Centennial Square.
They started telling us that we had to leave and started threatening that they would physically remove us and restrain us if we didn't leave before 7 o'clock.
If we're doing it in the middle of the day, people are going to be mobilized. We're going to have 200 people here in an instant. Instead of dealing with 8 people who are down in the square, we're going to be dealing with hundreds. And that's not safe for our officers, it's not safe for the protesters, and it's going to create a much more hazardous situation.
Police set up a 1-block radius around the square, keeping observers, including our cameras, out.
We're told that if we were recording the event, we were to be arrested.
30-year-old Tomiko Koyama was arrested after police say she resisted arrest.
We were just walking out of the square with her. She jumped into the CRD building into their patio. It's a fenced-off patio, so our officers then arrested her.
Some protesters say police used force.
Dropping her over the fence and being very rough, grabbing her by the throat, strangling her. She was screaming for help. We were just trying to solidify the situation, calm her down. The cops all stopped us from going over.
Victoria Police maintain there were no people in the area at the time Koyama was arrested.
So she's now facing a charge of assault by trespass. And then when we got her to cells here, she pulled the fire alarm as well, activated the sprinklers down in our cells. So that's going to be a charge of mischief as well for her.
The city says it was time for the protesters to leave.
We recognize that the movement in and of itself was being taken over or being joined by groups that were separate and apart from it. They were bringing a certain amount of social disorder that was really adding to taking away from what the movement had to say, taking away from how we wanted to see our square develop.
Crews are already cleaning up the area, preparing for Christmas festivities this weekend, events Occupy protesters plan to be a part of. On Facebook, demonstrators plan to join the Santa Claus parade.
There are lots of cautions to the people coming out with the protest that we do need to be respectful. This is a children's event. This is the Santa Claus parade. We're not looking to disrupt as much as we are looking to just be a part of it.
They are also planning a flash mob-style protest at the tree lighting in Centennial Square Saturday. Louise Hartland, CTV News, Victoria.
And an update on the story. One of the charges against the woman has been dropped. She had been detained on CRD property, as Louise showed us. The Capital Region says it will not pursue any charges, but the woman still faces the charge of mischief. And now police have 2 in custody. Another woman was arrested in Victoria a short time ago. She was protesting the earlier arrest and allegedly urinated in the garden at police headquarters.